Welcome to my most unique base yet. This base has 2 segmented shells which are easily defendable in an online raid, 4 mini farms, and more peaks than what you can see in the Himalayas, as well as optional auto turrets that are controlled by a smart switch or of course on Rust Plus. So I'll stop yapping about it, pop on the cost, and we'll get straight into the tour. So we'll jump down and we'll go into one of 4 entrances, 2 being at the front next to each other and 2 at the back, the opposite side. Okay, you walk in here and you've got garage doors open just so I can get through the tour quicker. You've got 1 mini farm, auto turret, repair bench and a roof rank peak. Up there you've got a shotgun trap looking down and you've got a spawn point, and you've got exactly the same on the opposite side as well. Except you've got a repair bench on the opposite side and not a research table. Okay, over here you've got some cool little peaks here. Does no good when you look out in the ocean, but does do good there. And of course you can see right in front of your base. And you get some nifty little angles right down the side, just in case you're being camped. So take note of that door up there and the other doors. They'll come into play in a minute. And we'll jump up onto the first floor. We've got some storage, got little bits of storage all over this place. A battery there. It isn't optimized for storage. It's entirely up to you how you want to set this out. I only optimize bases for deployables when it's a small base and it's needed. So as you can just see there, it's exactly the same on the opposite side of the base. So this is your first floor. And I put it onto 2 batteries. I thought to have the auto turrets at the roof and auto turrets at the front should be on different batteries. Right, look in here. You've got some cool little peaks down the side. And you've got some good little protection with them peaks as well. And you've got some roof rank peaks. This is one of 3 ways you can defend your if you get an online raid. If I get the words out. And here, this is a roof take back peak. And running here onto your shooting floor at the side, this is a peak right down into your shell area. And of course the opposite side has exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which side raiders come from. If your shell's compromised, they're not getting anywhere, absolutely not. And this bit here is absolutely perfect just in case you're next to a mountain or something, or some high ground. Obviously I'm not here, so it's a bit irrelevant. I won't show you the peaks again, you've already seen them, as you've seen these ramp peaks here as well. So what we'll do is have a very quick gander and we'll go straight onto the roof. Jumping up here, yeah, of course I missed it, I always do. Okay, we'll jump up here, we've got a spawn point and a box up there to put your kits in. You've got a vending machine that's bunkered. You've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 auto turrets covering the roof. And you have 3 of these peaks. These are ramp peaks. And again, this is what you'll be using to defend any online with. You get some really good angles with these, and there's 3 of them on this base. There's the second one. And I'll just run down here because I really need the watch time. There you go. So you also have 2 of these, and these are door camper peaks. Now these aren't completely necessary because you do have your auto turrets on a smart switch, but I don't know if console players have that ability. So yeah, you've got peaks looking down to your doorway. Here, this is a vending machine bunker, or a bunker for your vending machine, and yes, it's reachable by drone. So let's have a look at the roof from up here, because I know deep down you're all roof camping bastards, really. Okay, I'll take this out and then we will run back down into the base. And we'll open up this door. And there's no bunker in this base, there's no need. The base is strong enough as it is, especially with the additional auto turrets. And we'll open up into your core. There's 3 bags there, there's electric furnaces, your tier 3. A shitload of storage in here. And up here is your smart switch for your auto turrets at the front. And behind here is your tool cupboard. And here's your upkeep. Just want to say a quick thanks to my channel members, meaning I don't have to promote Raid Shadow Legends, Goosey, Rascal Bank and Chris and Charisma K, get my words out. And thank you, Big Killer. He's been donating in my live stream since I don't know when. Thank you guys, I appreciate you all. Okay, before we get into the build, I need to look at this boat. That's crazy. Look at it. Oh man. Okay, sorry. Simple things, please, simple minds. Right, I'm going to put down the footprint first because it's quite a big base and it's all on a single TC, as you know. You know, when recording this, it took me 3 times to put the footprint down. I got it wrong 3 times. Okay, so there's the footprint. So we're going to start off with a 2x1. You'll probably start off with a triangle and 1 square foundation, but I won't bore you by doing that. I'll just build the whole 2x2 in one go. And I'll do everything in its final materials. Obviously, otherwise we'll be here for like, I don't know, 50, 60 minutes me building. So we pop our TC down. We put the frame down to make the TC unlootable if somebody raids you. And that can be a HQM window if you can get hold of one in the white. Most of this starter's pretty self-explanatory. There's not really a lot to say. Bearing in mind, when you put this shelf down, you'll probably have, you'll only have double doors at the moment. So you'll have to have a furnace jump up to begin with, and then put a shelf on after. Okay, so I'm sure you've all seen this before. And what I'll do is, it's all symmetrical, so I will do one side, and then I'll do the other side off camera. So what we now do, we're doing the honeycomb. Of course, you'll be doing both sides at once in game. I recommend, well, you have to build this on a build server first. Get used to it. You don't want to be stuck watching a video in game, trying to work out what to do next. Go and build it on a build server, get used to it. Change up at whatever you need, whatever you want changing up on it. That's certainly the best way. So now I'm going to put a honeycomb on this side. This is protecting your tool cupboard, because you want to be protecting your tool cupboard earlier on in game. And here, the opposite side of your, where you go down to your core, you're going to wall this in. And behind these is where your battery is going to go, or your locker, or whatever you want. But one of these two is going to have a shelf on it. And you have the shelf on it, so you can get your jump up down, basically. Because once you put your double door frame on, you won't be able to put a jump up down. Hope that makes sense. So when you've got a shelf there, you can then put your jump up in. So we're looking at it from the front or the back, because it doesn't matter which side you do first. We're going to have a window and a window, and 2 double door frames. In the intro, I had 2 double doors there, but you can have a double door and a garage door behind it, or you can have 2 single doors there and create an airlock. It's entirely up to you. I'll just pop windows in here, and I'll pop the doors on. And these will need to be garage doors. And then we're going to create our ramp peaks. So you have a half wall, then 2 windows at the side and a window on top of the half wall. And then you have 2 low walls. And then stick a lid on it. And there you go. There's your peak done. And we're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and make you all see me do this exactly the same on the back of the base. I will do that off camera. And it's up to you what you use here, whether you want the embrasures inside, outside, you want vertical or horizontal. It's all preference. So now I am going to put down, first of all, this is where your turret's going to go. So that's where one of your auto turrets is going to go. And I'm going to repeat that off camera at the back. Like so. So now we're going to go ahead and wall in the first floor. Of course you can wall in the first floor first before you do that the shell bit. And again, that goes back to why you should build this on a build server first. So you can decide what way you want to build this base. Although if you do watch it while you're building it, while you're building it in game, I will get more watch time. So, you know, you do you. Oh, Easter egg hunt, I forgot to restart the server. And this server here, I'm building on my personal server. If you want your own server, I've got an affiliate link for Pine Hosting. This server cost me like, I think it's £15 a month. But there's a link if you want your own server anyway. Okay, sorry for that dodgy edit. Right, now I'm going to even the base up because I didn't raise this honeycomb on this side. You know, like I did the other side with the shelf that I said the word shelf about 50 times and made no sense. Yeah, that part. And we're just walling all this in to make us nice and secure. So now we go around to do the fun part of the build. We'll go around here with 3 half walls. Now I've upgraded the roof to sheet metal. Hold on, you want a normal roof piece, normal roof piece, normal roof piece, and 2 triangles in the middle. I've gone around this with sheet metal. If you can sheet metal the roofs of your ramp peaks, even better. Just sheet metal as much as you can, as much as you can afford. So we're going to copy that on this side. So we're looking a bit quirky at the moment. So I'll sheet metal that because you see you could soft side that out. The roof will stay if it's soft sided, but you know, sheet metal up as much as you can. Use your noggins. Unless you're Canadians, then just don't think. Just, you know, do what you see. Right, so we're going to come down now and we're going to create, like, this is a second layer honeycomb from the back and, sorry, the sides. And here is where your other auto turret's going to go. And really, this honeycomb is only to accommodate this turret, really. If you don't have the turret, you can just build up with double door frames. That's what I mean by that. And again, it Brazier's a preference. When I log off, I'll always have windows in personally, so nothing gets offsided. And that's your opposite turret. I'm smoking a cigarette as I'm recording this. Hope you can't hear it. I keep stopping smoking and then restarting and stopping again. Right, you have two windows here. You may get line of sight, or anti-hack when putting these in. But they do go down. And we're going to have 3 double door frames here. Now the opposite side, you only need 1 door frame, but I'm going to have 3 double door frames just to make it symmetrical. And then we come to the middle part. It doesn't matter which side you have the door and which side you have the window. I just think it looks cooler if you have the window and the doors opposite to each other. There's no benefit, no reason to do it that way. And you can have a double door frame in the middle there as well for extra protection if you wish. So these are creating your peaks into your shell. So simple, and no one can jump up and down these. And then we repeat that on this side. It's a bit fiddly. You have to look like directly down to get those double door frames on. Not difficult. Just like Rust building, it's some little things are fiddly. So we're starting to look a bit like a half decent base right now. And have a low wall here. If you have the low wall there, then that creates your roof take back peak. But bearing in mind, people can also use it against you. But I mean, this base has got 4 turrets on the roof. If somebody's taken out 4 turrets they're on your roof, you're in deep shit. Let's face it. Okay, I just upgraded a few things to sheet metal there that I missed. Now this is creating your, I don't know, the ramp peaks. Leave that twig, go around with 3 half walls and make them sheet metal. with a lid on the top and make that sheet metal, and on the bottom put another twig wall, and on the top part put a twig twig, whatever that is, frame. And then underneath here you want a half wall, and upgrade that half wall to sheet metal. Hopefully I've explained that okay. So you can upgrade this top one to stone, this bottom one to sheet metal, and upgrade all these to stone. Pop your embrasures in, again preference. Double door frame here. I had in the tour I had a triangle frame just for mobility. Up to you. And then once you've done that, you delete that, and you delete them, and then you pop your door on. And then after that, I'm going to now repeat that there, there, and there, like so. I've just done exactly the same thing 3 more times, basically. Not even basically, literally. That's what I've done. Right, so we put a triangle on each side here, and this is creating the peaks to catch any door campers out. You can have double door frames on these and double doors if you prefer, but I think single doors are better in this circumstance. And then we'll have a look at it. So we're going to come down now and put 3 double door frames down and put a lid on them. I mean, you can leave that top part stone. I don't think anyone's going to go up there and soft side your wind turbine out. But it's rust, you never know. Strange things have happened. And of course this is where your turrets are going to go, or 2 of the 4 turrets that are on your roof. So now we're going to look this way. We're going to grab our vending machine and we're going to push it forward 4 of the little grooves. And again, definitely practice this one on a build server first. It has to be very precise. And there you can see, you can get to your vending machine. Okay, here we're going to have 2 triangles and we're going to wall these in with half walls and upgrade the bottom triangle to sheet metal, because this will house 2 more auto turrets and you don't want your auto turrets soft-sided out. And then we have 4 roof pieces. And behind this, you want your the barricades. Make sure the barricades aren't touching the roof piece. If they go through the roof piece, then when you jump up the roof piece, the barricades will end up killing you. So just make sure that it's slightly further back, and there's a little gap. And then have 3 here. Like a true building Chad, I've missed off a wind turbine, but besides the wind turbine, that's your base complete.